video, I'm gonna talk about the unit circle, because I think unit circle is dumb because you don't really need it. It's kind of like if somebody asks you like what 4 times 3 is, and you're just listing the entire multiplication table. So if you know how to multiply, you obviously don't need to do that. But anyways, some people get tested on it, and some people like to memorize math, which I recommend against. But anyways, I'll go over it. So I guess I'll make a video on how you can find the values easily without memorizing the whole entire thing. So let's just look at the first quadrant. You're gonna have 3 here. It's at 30 degrees, 45, and 60. These aren't to scale, but just so you can see it better. If you haven't seen my last video on the special right triangles, you need to, because it's gonna be based off of that. So the first one is 30, right? So we're using this triangle, obviously. So let's make this 30, 60, 90 triangle. So opposite of 30 degrees is 1, right? And then this is 60, so it's √3 here, and then 2, right? So in the unit circle, they usually write the coordinate of the x and the y right here. So actually, the x is going to be the cosine value. So it's going to be √3 over 2, right? Because adjacent over hypotenuse. So √3 over 2, and then your y value is going to be 1 over 2, because it's a sine. And that's kind of how you do each quadrant. And this is 45, so you're going to use 1 to 1 √2. So for this, the x is going to be 1 over √2, and the y is also going to be 1 over 2, because sine and cosine are the same. Now for the 60, this time the side opposite is it's the same triangle as the first one, except it's flipped, which means the side opposite of the 60 is √3, and the side adjacent is 1. So like if I were to redraw that triangle, basically 60 is here, which means √3 is over here this time. So like from this, the sides are just flipped, but the hypotenuse is still 2. So for this one, x, the cosine is 1 over 2, and then √3 over 2, right? If you know just the first quadrant, you don't need to memorize the other quadrants. I'll show you why. Here it's actually the same. It's still 30, still 45, and still 60. The only difference is now the x part is negative. So if you take this, right, you just put a negative in front of the x, and the values are the exact same. And so on. So minus 1/2 the derivative, yeah. And then for here, it's minus x and minus y. So same values. Your reference angle will start from here. So 30 from here will be minus √3 and then minus 1/2, whatever, and so on. So really, you only need to know the first quadrant. I hope this video helped. But like I mentioned, you really just need to know these 2 triangles, and everything else is trig is basically just built on these. Yeah, I hope it makes sense. Thanks for watching.